Hello again, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, cardboard crawlers of all nations. This is the Cardboard Crawlers RC channel, and we are somewhere besides the outdoor amphitheater. Took a short drive this morning up to our local Hobby Lobby, and this is a really cool little section of rocks that's right behind it. And they just recently mowed and weed-eated this area. I don't know if they weed-eated, but they came in here with a flail mower and mowed some of this down, so it's kind of easy to get to these rocks. I think I'll bring my blower up here next time, or one of the... I have a backpack blower, and I have a little mini blower, and I'll probably just bring the mini up and move some of the leaves around on another section of rocks that's also really fun, but I couldn't drive on there today. It was too leaf packed. So get some of those out of there and have some fun. Like I said, you got to get out there and build a truck or do something and make it a little different for yourself, and maybe you got to build a little course or move some rocks around in some areas that you might not think are there, but you just got to look a little closer with these micro rigs. There's really lots of fun areas that you can drive your truck that you just kind of, until you start driving them on a few different spots, you don't realize what a small area you need to be able to have big fun. So yeah, that's what I like to do, is get out and just go find a different spot and kind of make it my own. You got to move a couple things around here and there, pull a couple of weeds, like sometimes you got to work for it, kids. It's not just going to get given to you. It's not participation trophies out there. So yeah, you know how it goes. Remember, if you do like this content, please hit that like button, hit the bell notification so you know when I make more, and for goodness sake, subscribe. We're a growing channel and we're just trying to get better. Some of you may have noticed that I put my new Cardboard Crawlers at Gmail email in the link description, and if you had something you'd like to talk to me about more than just in a comment, or if you'd like to get in touch with me for possibly sending me some rock crawling paraphernalia, we would love to get it. If you want to send something to the channel, even if it's just some cookies or some warm mittens, we'd love to have them. But anything RC related would be greatly appreciated. We'd love to test it and try it out and do a little video on it and let you know what we think. We have quite a few different products already. The fleet is really well set, but that doesn't mean we can't change some tires or some rims or get some new limiting straps or get some new toe straps. Always towing stuff out. Last night we had a horrible breakdown with one of our buggies. Broke a bolt off in the knuckle, and that rig is still on the workbench. I have a spare knuckle, but it was kind of for another set of axles. Those are the Maz Designs nylon portals with some metal with the brass upgrades on them. And it's no fault of the axles. It's just a bolt wore out and snapped off, and now I can't really get it out. So I'm going to try and figure something out. If I can't get the bolt out. If not, I'll probably just end up putting the nylon knuckles back on there and leave the brass outer kit. I'll put the brass outer kit onto the nylon knuckles. That rig's a little heavy in the front end anyway. It could use a little weight. It could go on a short minor diet. I think it's only going to lose about 10 grams overall. By doing that, I'll double check when I do the repair, and we'll figure all that as we get down that road. It's not super important. Completely first world problems. It's no big deal. It is what it is. You break a bolt and if it breaks too low, you just can't get it out. I think I might have, needed to put a little brass spacer in there, but it's already very limited on how much screw goes into the knuckle arm itself. So, that was a problem. I might be able to grind down the ball ends a little bit more, make them shorter, and then add the little brass spacer that sits right on top of the knuckle between the ball end and the knuckle plate of the arm itself. Make a little tiny space, like a pivot spacer. So we'll see. Maybe you don't use thread lock. I don't know. I like it, or Loctite. So the blue, of course, not using red or anything crazy like green or nothing. So super cool angle right there. Love how much I love that little JLU. Ruby's her name. Getting down in the rocks is her game. And of course, the Green Goblin FJ45. I just started calling it that the other day. I don't know why. Well, it's green. That's basically why. But yeah, good little rig. Sorry about the shadow of my head in there. Sometimes filming on a camera, you're looking, and especially in the sun, a little flippy. Sometimes filming in the sun, you don't, and on these, a camera or even like a small DSLR with a very small lens or a back screen that you're looking at, you just sometimes miss those shadows and don't realize that they're there, or you think it's from the rock or from your phone and tripod or camera and tripod itself. So, it is what it is. We all, most of us know that these aren't real and that you're going to have some things that come into the background, and it's not the end of the world. Once again, first world problems. I've already told you that we're down by the Hobby Lobby, so we see the corner of the building in a few of these shots. But it is a really cool spot where you can mainly keep the truck and the rocks and some trees in the background as your background, instead of capturing the building. You just got to think about it a little bit here and there. And I don't plan out my shots. Like, I walk up to these spots and I'll look and I'll think to myself, like, how am I going to drive through there? Am I going to be able to go through here? Whatnot, who habits. But I don't really sit a long time and like prepare a storyboard of any kind. I don't do that. It's really just not my style. I can usually set my trucks down and drive through stuff, and then as I go, if I do hit a line, I will admit I do sometimes reshoot the line. If I hit a line and I don't like the action that I got out of it, I'll oftentimes, stack a rock and then move the truck back to its starting spot or whatnot. And, I try to make it all fairly seamless. And then the next time I go back to the spot, those rocks have been moved around, and I try to remember the trail-ish and get it done. So, I had a great day today. Hope you did too. Me and the dog got out and went and did some things and filmed a little. Hope you're having a great Thanksgiving weekend. As always, thanks for watching. Cardboard Crawlers out.